Hi there. If you are familiar with my YouTube channel, mostly through my Docs Daily Derbies Facebook gaming group, you know I do not do a lot of product reviews. I've only done a few, and I only review products and services if I believe in them. I'm not going to do something, put something out there if I cannot put my word behind it. And one of the things I have really been having to get into lately is the use of AI generators for the Facebook group and for some professional work and some other things. And I think one of the biggest headaches that everyone can say that they deal with is trying to insert text into their AI images and having the text be in the correct location and spelled properly. I can't tell you how many AI image generators I purchased in the last 6 months and promptly ended up asking for refunds. And it is a process. And I think some of these people just put bad products out there hoping that people are not going to hold them true to their guarantee. I can't remember the name of one, and I guess I really shouldn't mention any specific names, but they promised 100% accuracy all the time with text. So I purchased this and it was pretty expensive, but I'm willing to pay the money if the product is going to come through and do what it says it's supposed to do. And this one unfortunately did not. So I requested the refund and there was some roundabout and they ended up giving it to me. I even had sometimes I would put an image request in with text and it just wouldn't even generate any of the text. So it wasn't even that it wasn't accurate, it just did not generate it. So I want to talk today about Galaxy AI, and it is $15 a month, and I think you have to pay for 6 months or a year up front. And they promise, their stick is that you get every AI tool you need instead of paying a monthly fee for this one, that one, the other one. Again, I'm not going to mention names, but all of those ones that you're paying monthly fees for, odds are they are inside Galaxy AI. So the one thing that does frustrate me is when I see the frowny faces here on this ad, and I'm guaranteeing that the majority of these people have not purchased or tried to use this to see what they do have to offer. So I'm going to jump over to the interface, give you just some brief look around of what you get when you purchase it, and show you some of the images and things I've been able to create with it, with the accuracy within the text, which is really what I've been looking for. It also, it just does a ton of stuff. So let's jump on over to the actual interface and take a look around. So here's the interface. This is all of the tools. So this can be a little bit daunting. You can see everything they have here. And then it keeps going and going and going. It can be a little daunting looking at all of these. So here's AI image variation generator, AI image editor. They've got a ton. They've got their most popular tools over here on the left hand. And I think this will have most of what most people are looking for. Like I said, I use the AI image generator the most. So here's your generator landing page. And so it depends on which generator you use. You want to click your model. Each model may have different features. So ideogram version 2 gives you a lot of different aspect ratios. Some of them you only get 1:1. So when you hit this drop down, here are all of the AI image generators you have access to. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 25 right now. When I joined, I think this was 9 or 12, and now they have 25. So you pick your image generator, and one of the ones I like is LumaPhoton. So you'll see when I switch to LumaPhoton, now I can upload files. So it depends on the image generator you use. You have all the features as if you were paying for that generator. Fewer aspect ratios. So you really want to just play around with the different generators if that's what you're into. And you get this feature with all of everything that you like. So when I switch over to the video generator, I've done some video generation, and I'll play a quick clip of the video. When you when you select something, so let's go over to the AI video generator, you get the same thing. So you text a video, you describe what you want, and I'll show you a quick clip of a video here. And then again, you have the different generators. This is a drop down. You've got the different generators you can pick from. So if you are paying, you could be paying up to $150, $200 a month for the monthly fees, and you have access to these generators in here. And I'm really going to be focusing on just the image and the video content. One of the other things I really, really like about the image generator is it gives you a make this better. So let's say image of a shark jumping out of the water in the morning at Big Sur. And you don't have to correct your text. It'll correct it for you. You click make this better. And there's a little bit of a wait, and it gives you multiple prompts to choose from to give you some added detail. So click the one you want, click your aspect ratio. I like widescreen, generate images, and just like anything else, it does take a bit. So it says it took 0.08 million credits. You get 15 million credits per month, and there is also a great feature. So while we're waiting on this image, we can click over here, claim your free credits every day. And I just learned about this. You can scratch off and you get, credits if you do run out, but you get 15 million, and that took 0.08 for that generator here. Let's see, and how do I need to get back to my generated images. Find my image that I was just working on. Sorry about that. And another great thing that they do have here is the tutorials on almost all of the generators. So while we're waiting for that image, and I'll have to remember how I get back to it, back to the AI video generator, same thing. This is a video of a quick video I made from text for an intro to one of my fishing videos. So, and I just put in, a bass jumping out of the water trying to catch a dragonfly out of the air. And that is what I got. So, at Central Park Pond in the fall in New York City. So, pretty accurate. Where are my generated images? Sorry about that. I know there's a place where I can click on my generated images. Oh, sorry, it was right here the whole time. I was looking for purple. View generated images. So here is that image of the shark jumping out of the water at Big Sur. So what I started off with was the text placement of the generator and the accuracy. So here are just some images I've done for my gaming group. So this is one for St. Patrick's Day. So not very difficult text here. I'm going to save the difficult text one for very last. Here's one we did wishing the group Happy Valentine's Day. Here's a fun one. I did The Great White Strikes Back. No, Bruce, I am your father. So spin on, Star Wars, and Bruce is the name of the shark they used for Jaws. I do a daily video called Fish of the Day. This is a real life image created from one of the levels. This is a real place in Hawaii that the fish of the day would be caught on. So I gave it the name of that location and asked it to generate the image. We got that. Here's another take on my Star Wars theme. And here is a very intricate design here. Look at all the text. So we give medals to our winners of some of our contests, digital, and then we have the medals printed and mailed to them. And if you look at the placement of the text here. So I've got the text that needed to be in the outer ring here, fish of the day in the inner ring, the name of the fish, and John Quincy Adams III is not the name of the player. This is what I use to test out to make sure that the image producer I'm using is going to get the text right. And I think this was the Lumon, the one I showed you that I prefer. That was done with the Luma Photon. So, and then you do have a ton of other things. Chat with AI, again, this loads up. And so it starts with GPT-4o Mini, but you click on it, you've got all of them. So, and that's the case with, everything that you look at over here. Some other tools some people might be interested in. One I thought was pretty good that I use, AI content detector. I do run contests and people will try to upload fake submissions to my contests. I can use this for, checking to see if the image has been recreated with AI, stuff like that. It would take probably a 2-hour video to just briefly describe this, and I'm already over the 11-minute mark. So, and again, one of the things I like the best is on a lot of these, it does include instructions on how to use it, how it works, so it explains what it's doing for you. So you're not just clicking on it, using it. I think, everything in here has been vetted for the most part. Like I said, here's a logo generator, and with a lot of the stuff, like I said, what I like the best is the tutorials on some of these that they give you, the YouTube tutorials on how to use them. Like here we go, like I said, the image generator is what I use the most, and there's a tutorial here, and I can't remember off the top of my head which ones have tutorials, but almost all of them have an explanation or a video tutorial. So again, $15 a month. I think I paid for a year up front, or 6 months up front. I can't remember which, but I have since canceled all my subscriptions to all my other generators because you get them all here. And when you saw it subtract the credits over here, that's really just for the image, the video, probably the music creator. When you're just doing the regular GPT stuff, searching for information and stuff, unless you're generating content, it doesn't subtract it, but it subtracted 0.08 million credits out of the 15 million I had. And like I said, I just learned about the rewards. You can see I missed all of these. So with the 15 million you get per month and just doing your reward redemption, so I won 382,000 today, well, not won, but received by scratching it off. Unless you are doing this as a business, and I think they do have a business model where you pay more. If you're just doing day-to-day fun stuff, making images, stuff like that, the 15 million is going to be plenty. I'm down to 1.13 million, and that is because there's a learning curve. So I just generated a lot of content that first month, just learning how to use the system. And now that I have it down, it's just like any other generator, if you're familiar with, you have to learn how to talk to some of them. And once you have that dialogue down and asking it and really knowing how to hone in on what you want, you're not going to be spending as many credits when you're generating content. So again, when you see the Facebook ads form, and I lost the ad I had up. Sorry, I had it right over here. When you see it and they're saying you get it all in one, it really is all in one. And again, I would have to think the people who leave the frowny face, the mad face, are only leaving it because they've been duped by so many AI generators in the past. I would say with 100% confidence you can buy this, and I think if you've been disappointed by other AI generators in the past, you will not be disappointed by this one.